Hi, Marcus de Maria here, and I wanted to teach you something really cool, because we always get people coming to our one-day events or our workshops, especially the one-day events, and I ask them, what do you want? Do you want more cash flow? Like, this is for people who have a job, they're earning money, but they need more cash flow for whatever reason. Maybe they want to pay for something or holidays or whatever. Or there's the second type of individual who wants to create wealth, right, for themselves, right, in the long term. Normally they're a little bit older or a little bit wiser, I would say, and they're looking towards the future, and they're thinking, right, cash flow, but if I spend the cash flow, what I really want is I want to create wealth. So these are the two things, right? Cash flow, this is what people want. And by the way, while I'm saying this, maybe you might want to find out what it is that you want. Do you want cash flow, or do you want to build up your wealth so that later on in life you don't necessarily need to work unless you want to? See, to me it's about choice. It's not about do I work or don't I work, but most people have to work because they don't have the choice, because they don't have this, they don't have wealth. Okay? Oh, by the way, there's a third option, right? It's not just do I want cash flow or do I want wealth. What do rich people always think? Rich people always say both. Maybe some of you want cash flow and you want to grow your wealth in the future as well. That is, I think, the best one. My number one choice is to see whether you can forego the cash flow needs. Maybe you do other things, you have a job or whatever, maybe not spend so much. Wow, that would be an amazing concept, not spend so much, so that you can spend every single penny that you've saved and invest it and grow it. So my number one would be grow your wealth over the long term. So yeah, but Marcus, I need some cash flow. Okay, grow your wealth and have a little bit of extra cash flow as well, just to top yourself up so you can have more fun. Okay. My third choice, right down as a far distant third cousin, twice removed, the one you never want to talk to, that one, is to just go for cash flow. You can do it, trading and investing, of course, but you're shooting yourself in the foot because of the compounding, which we have videos on. If we don't, I'll make one on this whole idea of getting profits on an amount of money, let's say 3% a month, which is our aim, 3% a month. But instead of spending it, i.e. using it as cash flow to spend something and then it's gone, you don't do that, you reinvest it. So now you have whatever sum you have plus the 3%, okay? So you're starting to create wealth. Then you make the same amount of money, not more, the same percentage as before, 3%. You don't have to go for 10% now. 3%, same percent, on the capital that you had plus the 3% from last month. So now it's 3% on more money, isn't it? And what do most people do? They go and spend that money because they want cash flow and have fun. And I get that, right? But if you just for a few short years don't do that, put the 3% back on top, the profits back, now you have even more money. Next month you make 3% of even more money, and it just you do that for a few short years and you have created this wealth. And you know what happens then? You have cash flow for the rest of your life because you've built up your wealth. This is what I would ask you to do if possible, but of course people always know best, don't they? Especially people who don't have money, they always know best. You know what my mentor calls them? He calls them ask-holes. People who ask questions and they say, well, how do I do that? I say, well, okay, well, what do you need to do? You need to do this, 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 and this. Guess what? Then they don't do it. They're ask-holes. They basically just ask, but they don't do. Okay? Now, I hope you're different. I hope you're the kind of person, why do I want to spend £18,000 like learning from somebody else, which I do. Actually, £18,000 was just with one person. There was $10,000 with another person on cryptocurrencies. When they tell me to do something, I do it. Why? Because I can tell they have more money than me. And guess what? I make a shed load of money just doing what they're saying because I paid them for that. So if you're here to learn, I would say grow your wealth. If you need to have a bit of cash flow extra, I get it. Do it if you need to. But don't just go for the cash flow because you're shooting yourself in your financial foot. And I can tell you, the guys behind the camera, when I said the arsehole things, were like, oh no, you can't say that. Don't be an arsehole.